Welcome to Marina Bay, home of the Formula One Singapore Grand Prix and the sixth stop for Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2019. This weekend, we will take to the streets for two action-packed races around this world-famous circuit, which weaves its way past some of the most recognizable landmarks in Singapore. This is a critical weekend for our championship contenders, with just one event still to come. The Marina Bay circuit could make or break a driver's season. Philip Hamprecht holds the upper hand for the moment, but Martin Ragginger and Will Bamber are ready to pounce. The Pro-Am class battle is even more finely balanced, with little between the top five, headed by Yui Tan.
5 of the 6 Porsche talent pool drivers took to the karting arena to build up to the Singapore weekend. Owned by Porsche Carrera Cup Asia racer Yui Tan, the local ace was on hand to offer the drivers a unique challenge. Philip Hamprecht, Will Bamber, Southern Theorical, Daniel Lu Wenlong and Ahmed F. Alam all competed to prove who was the fastest on the day.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to the karting arena. You're here today for a challenge on this 510-meter long electric-powered go-kart track. And the challenge is going to be where they're going to let all of you guys go out at the same time for 10 laps, and whoever gets the fastest lap is going to be the winner. Woo!
Karting is where the motorsport journey begins for many drivers. It's a great way to remain race sharp between events. In identical karts, the raw physical nature of karting places emphasis on the driver, reminiscent of the principles which underscore Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. The 5 drivers know each other well outside of competition, so while the racing proved action-packed among the rivals, it was matched by the laugh afterwards. Perfect way to kick off proceedings in Singapore.
In third place, we've got Ahmad. In second place, Daniel Lu, Porsche Junior program holder, with the victory in P1. Tana from Thailand, sponsored by ESP Polar.
Marina Bay is one of the most recognizable street circuits in the world, but our drivers have no chance to admire it as they get set for the opening race of the weekend. Here's all the action for round 11 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia.
Philip Hamprecht then starts off pole. Alongside him, Daniel Lu Wenlong, the young Chinese driver's best ever qualifying position. Pole position in the Pro-Am class battle went to Bao Jinlong, just one place ahead of Ahmed F. Alam. Technical problems for Will Bamber meant he lost his times from qualifying and didn't start round 11. Just moments away from a start in this one then. 4 lights are on, 5 lights. It's a long hold. They're racing now in the streets of Singapore. Good jump from our pole position, Philip Hamprecht. Christian Chia a little bit further back, sluggish away. Daniel Lu Wenlong though up the inside. The young Chinese driver locks a brake. He seizes a race lead into turn 1. Hamprecht back to second. Martin Ragnar in third. So Bao Jinlong having a look up the inside. Francis Chia shuffled back a spot. Southern Theorical being pursued by Ahmed F. Alam. It's then Francis Chia up the inside of Bao Jinlong into turn 5. He locks a brake. Bao Jinlong hangs it around the outside. Holds on to that position. The field streaming out down through turn 6. Down Raffles Boulevard, up towards turn 7. 90-degree left-hander. There's Daniel Lu Wenlong, Philip Hamprecht, Martin Ragnar, So Yue hanging on in 4th. Tenant Southern Theorical, Ahmed F. Alam. Yui Tan having a look at Francis Chan, there's contact. Francis Chan's gone around. Yui Tan is stuck. Francis Chan's in the wall. Drama here. Our Pro-Am class championship leader dropping down the order. Up front through the Singapore sling. Tenant Southern Theorical using all the road. He's on board with Yui Tan. Oh, just didn't quite commit there as well as he needed to. Just tagged the inside of Francis Chia. Tipped the open road racing driver into a spin. There's Ragnar now. Up the inside of Hamprecht down at turn 13. Gets the job done. Saw the opportunity. Seized it with both hands. Ragnar now up into second place. Hamprecht down to third. Then Soyue and Tanat Southern Theorical. Using all the curves they bounce through the latter stages of this lap. working their way towards the end of this 23-turn Marina Bay circuit to complete the lap here in Singapore. Philip Hamprecht now under the attentions of He pulls out, moves to the inside, Hamprecht goes to cover, he's on the dirty side of the track, gets it pulled up, good driving there from Hamprecht, Sethenthirakul bouncing over the curb. He's now trying to make a move on He. Third, fourth and fifth locked together, Ahmed Falam not too far off the back of these three, the leading Pro-Am class runner. Hamprecht holds on for the moment, He now, his mirror is filled with Sethenthirakul. Further back, this is Li Chao and Satla Buncher on contact. Much like with Yui Tan on the opening lap, there's Christian Cha. Run out of room. Christian Cha committed. Behind him, that's Yang Lao as well. Up the road, the battle for third place continues to wage. Philip Hamprecht is fallen off the back of Martin Ragnar. Yue is there. Sethenthirakul not far away. These three have been locked together all race. Out front, Daniel Lu Wenlong tips it into turn one in a comfortable advantage. Michael S holding on at this point. He's got Eric Kwong tucked up in his slipstream though. Eric Kwong in that bright yellow car moves out, just trying to scare Michael S into a mistake. Michael S has gone deep under brakes. The rear locks. Eric Kwong, the door's been opened. He walks straight through. Eric Kwong takes third place from Michael S. Change in position in Pro-Am class. Yue now dropped off the back of Philip Hamprecht. He's locked up, in fact. Sethenthirakul not close enough to take advantage at the moment. Thai driver really trailing the screws on Yue, the Team Jebsen entry, the number 77, the blue and white car. Heading up towards the Singapore sling. High commitment left-hander. No room for error. Look out over the Singapore skyline. No mistakes this time through for Yue. Sethenthirakul, well, he's close. Turn 13, it is an opportunity to make a move. Yue wise to that one, just covers off the entry. Leaves Sethenthirakul nowhere to go. Good driving from the Chinese driver. Holding down fourth place. This is the battle of the race at the moment. Daniel Lu Wenlong continues to lead from Martin Ragnar. Philip Hamprecht in a lowly third place at the moment. Then Yue and Sethenthirakul working their way through turns 16 and 17. Sethenthirakul all over the back of Yue. There's no way through here. Just a handful of corners remain between him and the checkered flag. The first man to see it though looks as though it's going to be Daniel Lu Wenlong. 3 corners from home. The young Chinese driver, the Porsche China Junior representative. 2 corners from home now. Rounds the final corner. Turn 23. For the 12th time, he takes the checkered flag in his first win in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Martin Ragnar in second place. Philip Hamprecht takes third. A brilliant drive from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Celebrations in the car. The 4th place battle resolved in favour of Yue Sethenthirakul in 5th. Well, what a performance from this young man. Daniel Lu Wenlong celebrates victory for the first time. Confirmation of the results and Daniel Lu Wenlong winning by 3 seconds over Martin Ragnar. Philip Hamprecht in third. Yue holding off Sethenthirakul in the closing laps. In Pro-Am class tussle, it was Ahmed Falam who held off Bao Jinlong. Third going to Eric Kwong.
Just really happy and proud of myself and really just still in shock but in disbelief, but really, really happy.
After a season-long battle, the championship is really heating up. With just 3 races remaining in 2019, Philip Hamprecht currently heads the point standings. Having come so close to his first title last year, we caught up with the Team Star Chase driver to find out if 2019 is going to be his year.
The lessons from a failed championship charge in 2018 have seen Philip Hamprecht emerge even stronger in 2019. The German currently heads the point standings, and with just 3 rounds left, he's hoping those lessons can help secure him a maiden title.
It's disappointing to lose the championship, in the last round, where I've been leading the whole year. Actually, is a tough pill to swallow. But I think in the end, it definitely made me stronger for this year as well. I'm in the same position as I was last year, and I'm definitely hoping to turn it into a positive for me this year. It just gave me more experience, turned me into a stronger driver, and I'm always learning from it. It was a tough one, but I move on.
Describing himself as a technical driver, Hampress's secret has been banking points throughout the year, minimising risk as he plays the longer game.
I think the key to always winning or leading a championship during the season is finishing every race and taking what you can. I had a spin in round 5, I think it was in Fuji, where I got turned around the first corner, but I took home points. I'm more of a technical driver. Probably I matured a bit since I've been got a little older since I did my first year in Carrera Cup, and thinking more about what I'm doing in a race.
Deep into 2019, the stakes have never been higher for Hampress, who ranks the challenge posed in Singapore as the toughest of the season.
Every track you go to is something different. I think this is the most difficult track. I find Banksand actually not as difficult as this track, even though it's a bit more tighter and bumpy, but this track is just so unforgiving. You know, it's very long, 23 corners. This is by far the most physical track of the whole calendar with the heat. So, and to do it for half an hour and be consistent every lap is very, very tough. I mean, right now I'm not making any procrastinations on what's going to happen during the racing. I'm just taking it as it comes, and if I win the race, that's good. If I just finish on the podium or in the points, it's also good.
From a motorsport family, his father won championships in Germany in the early 1990s, Hampress admits it'd be nice to carry on the family legacy.
Continue the legacy would be very nice. I know my dad's proud watching, probably at home, and he told me already if I can win the championship in Shanghai, he'll come to the race. Making your parents proud is always probably the most important thing in life. Yeah, it would be lovely to do it.
With only 3 races remaining in 2019, there's no room for mistakes from any of our title contenders. Especially here in Singapore, the walls are ready to punish even the smallest lapse of concentration. Who will be leading the championship when we get to China? Let's find out. Here's all the action for the second race in Marina Bay.
For the second time this weekend, Philip Hampress starts from pole alongside Daniel Lu Wenlong. Tenant Southern Theoretical qualified well to line up third for round 12. Bao Jinlong was the leading Pro-Am class runner, Yui Tan starting alongside him in that class. Having been forced to sit out round 11, Will Bamber starts round 12 in the rear of the grid. Let's get ready for a start then in race 2 here in Marina Bay, Singapore. 5 lights are on. They're off and we're racing. Another good jump from Philip Hampress. This time he gets across and covers Daniel Lu Wenlong. There's contact further back. Drama back in the pack. Hampress leads. Tenant Southern Theoretical moves through into third place. Gets Martin Regner. Daniel Lu Wenlong in second. Then Bao Jinlong. Yue. Field streams through turn 3. Drama further back in the field. Yue makes a move up the inside of Bao Jinlong into turn 5. It's a job done there. 2-1 a little bit further back. Christian Cha and Eric Kwong. The field streams up Raffles Boulevard. Expect a safety car for that contact off the start. Christian Cha and Yang Lao. And there is the safety car. Boards are out. Here's a replay of what happened. Yui Tan doesn't get away. Sazlo Butcheron moves. And Tara's out. Nowhere to go. Makes heavy contact with the rear of Yui Tan. Nowhere to go. Unfortunate victim of that one. Oh, significant impact between those two. Serious cleanup to be had as well. The field under safety car conditions. This is on board with Yui Tan. Trying to pick a gear. Eventually gets away and then whack. There's the impact. Mantara is out, and that's Yui Tan's race over. Leading the championship Pro-Am class battle. And there's another car out. That's Graham Dowsett. He was involved in that start line incident. Made some contact trying to avoid Yui Tan and Antara Zhao. See the safety car lead the field through pit lane, avoiding all the debris on the front straight. Smart move from the organisers. Hampress, the head of that queue from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Then Tenant Southern Theoretical, Martin Regner, Yue. So cleanup continues on the front straight here. Getting ready for a restart then. The safety car pulls clear. Philip Hampress in the race lead now becomes a de facto safety car. He controls the pace. He chooses when to go. The field weaves back and forth, warming up these Michelin tyres. Daniel Lu Wenlong looking to anticipate when Hamprecht puts the hammer down. German driver just picking his moment. He's gone now. Philip Hamprecht leads the field back to the green flag. We're racing once again here in Marina Bay. It's Hamprecht from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Tenant Sathantirico in third, not too far back from our second place runner. Then Martin Regner holds down forward. So Yue in fifth, Bao Long in sixth, pursued by Francis Cha. And Li Chao and Armin Efalam as the field streams through turn 3, led by Philip Hamprecht. Hamprecht, our championship leader. Martin Regner back in fourth. Can't afford to give up too many points. That makes attacking Tenant Sathantirico a key priority in this race. Philip Hamprecht just needs to score good points. Can't afford to take too many risks. Just 2 races to run after this one when we get to Shanghai in a few weeks' time. Hard on the brakes then into turn 7. Regner not too far off the back of Tenant Sathantirico. Trying to pressure the Thai driver into a mistake. So Yue there, ready to pounce. A little lock break there. Is that Regner? Absolutely on the ragged edge. Through what was the Singapore sling. Over the bridge. And weave right and left. Across that bridge and then down to turn 13. A big lock up from Martin Regner. Just about gets into the back of Tenant Sathantirico. Somehow avoids the Thai driver. A mistake there from Regner. He's on maximum attack. Armin Efalam having a look at Francis Cha. Cha feels a need to go defensive, just covering off a bit of clear air. Doing well just to block Armin Efalam. Battle for second place in Pro-Am class. Bao Long, the class leader. Bit of a gap back to Francis Cha, whose mirrors are filled with Armin Efalam. Ragging now under serious pressure from Yue. Feels a need to go defensive to the Austrian. So Yue follows him to the left, pulls back to the right, another lock up. The right front from Regner. Clips the apex at turn 1, manages to somehow hold the line. Hold off So Yue. He's under immense pressure at the moment. Running down this back straight, the flat out kink down Raffles Boulevard. Regner again feeling the need to go defensive. He's covered the middle of the track. Holds off So Yue. At the moment, it's starting to drop off the back. Tenant Sathantirico, another lock up from Martin Regner. The lock up once, and the tyre always wants to stop on that same flat spot on the tyre. Be careful not to wear it through to the carcass, so easy to do. Lock up once, be very, very careful not to repeat. Martin Regner, so difficult under such intense pressure from Yue, the Chinese driver. The driver of the season from him thus far. Using all the curb and a little bit more there. Team Jepson entry. Harrying the back of Martin Regner, who locks up again. Big lock up this time. Smoke pouring off that right front. The Michelin tyre absolutely tortured. Yue alongside as they run down across the bridge. Up towards the right-hander at turn 14. Regner's got the inside line. Again he locks up the right front once again. Holds onto the racing line for the moment. Regner under intense scrutiny, another lock up. Said before, you lock up once, it's so easy to keep doing. How much tyre is there left? There can't be too much. Regner battling with that car, the number 86 Porsche holding entry. So Yue's close this time, tucked up in the slipstream. He feels the need to dab the brakes a little bit earlier than Regner, who's locked up again. Regner is locked up, he's gone deep. Regner's off the road. This is huge for the championship. Yue moves through into 4th place. Regner in the tyres. Drama here in Singapore. Up front, Philip Hamprecht still saving off the challenge from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Not too far to run in this one. Opportunity starting to run out now for the Chinese driver. Philip Hamprecht has been in control since the lights went out. Lock up from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Nothing too serious. Hamprecht, small advantage. A couple of corners from him, another little lock up from Daniel Lu Wenlong. He's using all the road and a little bit more. The car steps sideways on the young Chinese driver. He's leaving nothing on the table in his pursuit of his second race win. Hamprecht, though, unfazed in that Team Star Chase entry. The orange number 99, 4 corners from home. One to the right, three to the left. Daniel Lu Wenlong uses all of the curb. Runs it right out to the edge of the wall. Two left-handers remain. Philip Hamprecht, he's going to hang on. He's going to take victory here in Marina Bay. He started from pole, he resisted all sorts of pressure. Victory for Hamprecht, second for Daniel Lu Wenlong. Tennis Athen Thurigal in third, and Sui Yue holds on brilliantly for fourth place. Brilliant high-pressure drive from the Chinese driver. Will Bamba, almost unnoticed, comes through from the back of the field in fifth. So we look at the battle for third in Pro-Am class. Li Chao versus Ahmed Falam. Falam no way through there. Li Chao is going to hold on. The race though belongs to Bao Jinlong. He takes his fourth win of the season. Francis Chia in second. Li Chao holds on for third. There is Philip Hamprecht climbing out of the race, winning 99, the Team Star Chase entry. Brilliant drive from the championship leader. Philip Hamprecht then on the podium. Alongside him, Daniel Lu Wenlong, Tennis Athen Thurigal in third. Brilliant performance from those three. Confirmation of the results. Philip Hamprecht winning by just over half a second from Daniel Lu Wenlong. Tennis Athen Thurigal 4 seconds back in third place. Bao Jinlong, the winner of Pro-Am class from Francis Chia and Li Chao. In championship terms, Philip Hamprecht now holds a comfortable lead over Martin Ranger with just 2 races to go. Will Bamba has it all to play for come China. Pro-Am class Bao Jinlong heads the standings now from Ahmed Falam. Francis Chia in third, while Yui Tan slipped to fourth after a tough weekend.
Probably one of the most harder races this year. Daniel kept the pressure on the whole race, never backed off. We had really good pace, I thought, during the race. Pulled a big gap to the rest of the field. But for me it was just tire control. You know, I tried to do consistent lap times every lap, or do the same lap time every lap, and just keep it on track. This is a difficult circuit, easy to make a mistake, but in the end it worked out. The car was fantastic, so thank you to Team Star Chase, thank you to my engineer Axel, to the whole team, everybody that helped me, all my friends, my family. You know, we're really looking good for the championship now, so looking forward to the last round.
It's been a weekend to remember here in Singapore, where we have again seen some incredible door-to-door action. We now look ahead to our final event of 2019 in Shanghai, where Porsche Carrera Cup Asia will race alongside the World Endurance Championship and the might of the Porsche factory team. It's where we started the year and where one of our drivers will be crowned champion for the first time. The question is, who will it be? Can't wait to see you in Shanghai.